I wanted to talk about the Earth trine that's in the air, and it's happening here. I think we're feeling it now, and I'm really pleased with the happiness that Earth is harboring, really. I mean, if we are getting down to Earth, stay busy. Just stay down to Earth, stay practical, get the essentials done. And do you notice my sweetheart back here? She's just a little baby. So thank you to the people who sent a really nice donation through my PayPal and Cash App. It's helping immensely. Yeah, so I think I already mentioned that, but what I'm not mentioning is my address to the PayPal and Cash App. It helps a lot because I'm a meditator and I don't need that much. Here comes my cat, I think. That's sweet.
What are you doing, little baby? Hi, little sweetheart.
Pardon the embroidery here.
Hi. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so precious. I just love her so much.
So there's something sticking out that's obvious about that we have to alter our language, particularly the coding that we call the writing and documents and stuff. And even the way we say things, like what I just said is document. You know, we have to listen to what we're saying. You know, pardon my hair. Oh my God. I don't know about the Patreon thing. I don't get it. I don't understand that particular place. It's an app where I just I need to make friends there, but what has worked the easiest was the Cash App, and then the PayPal seemed a little complicating, but then I'm not complaining at all. I've waited a long time to get something into me via the way that I put out over YouTube, and really inside of people who appreciate some of my content when I start really channeling something, you know, it can almost a needle in the haystack to find it, especially with the Mercury doing what it's doing to my planets and then the Neptune opposing my Venus. See, my main thing is like really I would love to organize myself to what I feel I should do, which is for sure. I mean, I know how to play music, and a lot of people like music, and so I can just do some song for money. You know, do you think that's a good idea? Would you rather see me singing songs rather than going crazy trying to figure out what is money here for? Do you think it has to do with men and women, or is there a third party hijacker that's not at all reality and or God? And so take the media of "In God We Trust" out of it, because if it was to be joy, that was another word to fit that particular slot of lingo. We certainly aren't experiencing it very much, kids. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking for most of the people that have to pay the high housing rent costs and anything else. It has to do with like, well, now we have to, I mean, can you drink water or do you have money? You have to have money to drink water. Boy, that's terrible. I mean, because, yeah, I mean, what if we live in a place where they'll create it to be a desert of no water? But really, what it is, it's people. See, people are complaining about some kind of powers that be that controls the prices of things, inflation and wages and stuff. And it's like, no, until you people learn how to live, I mean, just see, if you simmer it down to just three things, we need safe housing, shelter, which I say it should include land, and then, of course, you get your water together, and then you learn how to farm. If you've lost sight of those three things, it's a madhouse. It's insane. It's an insane asylum. You've lost I mean, oh my God, anything can go then, because what if all of that is being highly controlled? And it is. I'm trying to just bring your awareness up a little bit. It's not money. See, the more that we collapse because of money is doing something, that means that it's just that something says you are. See, you are failing to be creative people. To me, this is just simple. Why do we have to take so long to explain it? There's got to be an easier way to refine it and say, no, you're not a contributor by way of accessing the truth in reality as outer space, and then say the truth is creation oriented. Reason comes in um, to the equation there when we talk about creation. If we want to look at that word, it kind of keeps the S out of it, but if you knew, see, I've isolated, getting back to the words and stuff, you guys, see, right here would be my chalkboard. I have my cat in my lap. She's purring and she's keeping me grounded and calm. We don't know how long we have on this plane, but as long as we do, you should like jump on those first inkling, really gut feelings. It's not only that, boy, there's a narcissist there, I gotta run this way, but you can actually feel the direction to run towards in your life to, at the very least, like Nancy said, it's not about the money, it's about, can we keep raising the vibration and keep, like, becoming more aware of something off the main path of the mundane and the misery. And I'm telling you, babes, becoming an evangelist now, but really, isn't it funny, no, I've caught on to the language problem, and of course, see, with AI coming up, and the way that it's conveying crap on top of crap via the flat line, see, with flat line lowercase base wasteland of writings and stuff that we see. See, wouldn't it make sense that we start human beings to make sure, oh my God, to make sure that we're not a robot, we learn to use the uppercases more. And I am not making this up. There's the uppercase vowels that you need to know that they all should be found in uppercase, except for the I. The I is showing divinity. It's actually technically it's showing see, two dimensions, but then the third dimension is the I that's open. Otherwise, the capital I is blockage. Never should a sentence start with a capital letter, not a consonant anyway. A consonant should not be found in the capital, especially at the top. See, at the top, when you start listening to the language too, what I'm about to say, there should not be, it doesn't start at the top in the capital, the energy. It starts at the bottom, it works from the ground, and so, see, things don't start at the top and then drop down and then stay like that. It actually, we work the earth and the ground and our, like I said, the creative stuff there, which is the truth, that begins to manifest things in reality here, and then creates a condition, whether it's an amusement park or really what we're capable of if we were to raise our consciousness level beyond the scarcity mindset. And wouldn't it be interesting to link up language that is my what I'm saying is just keep those vowels in the uppercase. See, now there's a way you can use your imagination. There's many things to see. There's three spectrums to see. And the most important thing, though, is to realize that you might not always know, and I don't know either, but because I'm not a rocket scientist. I didn't create rockets, let alone the creation of creation. By the way, you don't want to do rockets, you know, you want to do something more smarter than that. And it's all known, it's all there, it's all here now. That's what I know, that the interfacing system sent benevolent beings who live in outer space. They are trying to help us see the upper spectrum and get back into our intellectual belongings and our spiritual belonging, like really just our perception to know, yeah, that it's all here now. You can see how I don't know if I'm the only one that's supposed to know this or see this, but I'm going to be able to try. I'm going to try and communicate it as much as I can, and if it clicks through words and my little lessons about what is here, see, the real word inside of here, if you wanted to get clear, which the word in the word clear is ear anyway, then we can see the idea is to get back into taking your right to remain silent. What is that? Well, there's a silent movie here that's sound. I keep saying that, but how I was explaining in my last video that, anyway, I don't want to get too like scatterbrained with people about this. Mainly as my videos, just I'm putting it up saying, yay, I can work my creativity through this as long as they keep the electricity going. See, they will turn it off if it becomes too useful for us. Who's us? Well, there's humans here. See, I was talking about how if we adopted a language that started to simplify and point at us, and also, yeah, the gibberish that's here that could be dangerous because what's really in it could be undermining of our own intellectual property and, see, our Constitution. Doesn't it make sense to have a language, particularly, yes, the way we would write things down, like to each other, especially on this one thing and anywhere else, really, has yet to unfold, but really it's looking pretty obvious a lot of times for me. It's something that has yet to unfold. It's like I only know 0.02% is all I know, and that's enough, though. It's enough to, I'm telling you, if you want to be fully restored and healed and move into your superpowers, but not sure if it's going to be the same for everybody, but it does point at what's happening, that there's not a future, but it's happening now, but well hidden, and we're kind of frozen too. And like, man, something tries to whip our asses into shape here, and it's kind of like dragging along, or it's looking like there's too much that has been made into spam. I'm sorry. How to manage it, right? Take care of it. And there's where we get into that money thing again, that says, well, this is going to pay for it. People are relying on that cushion and fallback, and it's like, no, you're relying on something unreal. Can you really, the better thing, I mean, I hate to say this really, but I mean, if I have something that I have to do here, like change the language and then get our intellectual property back and raise up the human faction into making this the school that it is so that we can graduate through Christ consciousness back into the universe, I think I'm doing something pretty good. I'm going to put my number to my Cash App. I don't know how to use it. See, I think it's ridiculous, you know, because it's like, now, see, it's like, congratulations, you got Cash App. And it's like, well, send a request and get $5 from everybody in your contact. And it's like, I don't know of a world that lives like that. I'm thinking, but no, you guys, you're supposed to have that kind of net with each other. You take care of each other with that thing, because it happens to be that we stay doing this, like conveying our creation. Like somebody else stays and making pumpkin pies down the road, or somebody else is staying in your creative lives. Isn't it better to work your not only your intellect but your body? Here I am saying, just pay me to meditate. It's really hard to remain undistracted. See, I don't want to talk to you what happened to me just last night. We are having a grand trine in the air, and see, when you're having uh, paranormal experiences or like some kind of experiences, see, all I know is that we're not going to be here very long. Now, it's important to pay attention and then share things. And the fact that I'm not dead right now, what I went through last night, I don't want to talk about it, but I don't, I don't think it was a bad thing because my cat was there. I experienced it before, and it's called not wanting to astral travel that consciously. I don't particularly want to be ripped out of my body and then go out the window and start flying, like doing very, very like consciously. I keep refusing it, and it's the strangest feeling. It's like, see, because if you leave your body, isn't that called that you're dying? You know what I mean? And so I'm still here, but apparently, see, this scary subject matter because Neptune is going to go over my ascendant, and a lot of there's a history of this aspect. See, we can look at it. Well, astrologers take a look at it. They go, well, what if what's in the chart of people? Say, like the 500 people who we know who have died in their sleep. Well, they have a Neptune aspect, particularly, babe, the one that sticks out because it's a lot more than 500 that they would be looking at. To come up with 500 times that this comes out is that they have the Neptune going over their ascendant, and that's what I'm going to be have been kind of inching onto. I've had some weird experiences in my sleep, and that's Piscean stuff, and I'm here to tell you that, but babes, this is all a dream here. And thank you for dreaming it correctly. And wow, I'm so astonished by those donations that I got towards me. Like I said in my last video, I would rather have it like 20 people give me, a less amount, so it's less of a burden on everybody. I don't want to be a burden on the one person who I keep accusing as being a narcissist, and they're actually very loving, and nobody knows who is who right now. And it's like, can we just at least well, see, you want to find out who supports you in your new life and in the thing that makes you joyous and happy. See, some people are happiest when they are doing what they love to do. Like some people love to cook. I do too, though. See, babes, give me all the material. I mean, I love doing carpeting. Just send it over here. Do you have all of the materials I can grab to restore anybody's deck, really, not just mine, God, it's like, can you open up? See, my theory about the Home Depot and the Lowe's and any hardware store is like, you know what, just make that for free. See who wants to grab a wheelbarrow and go improve things. What a ridiculous bunch of crap. It's like a war now. It's like, and the stuff that they're selling to, I'm sorry, it's not handmade stuff, right? It's not like we milled our own wood. And we are, see, there's just a lot of, I'm sure that you can appreciate this conversation. Somebody can. How, just even over the past, for sure, over the past 4 years, things have deteriorated in quality. It's like we are doing 3D printing shoes. And if you haven't noticed, it takes a pretty penny to buy a decent shoe that you can actually walk in all day. And I live in the mountains. When I say walk in all day, babes, we don't have it's not flat. There's stuff going on. It could be, pretty treacherous. Anyway, thanks again, people. My birthday's coming. How about that? It's my 50th birthday. I've damn near gone crazy, but I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm here to last a little longer than crazy, I guess. But no, I'm good and crazy. I'm just ripened up, and um, wouldn't it be fun to see where it goes? I might start playing. What if I buy an acoustic guitar and start singing? How useless would that be? I really do want to do more astrological news and intuitive pinging about, you see, our monies and stuff. Um, it's like, we all know it's a war machine, but now what is it turning into now? I said, and I was trying to tell you, it's hooked directly into what? They always say it's hooked into energy, but what energy? Human energy or AI bot energy over there? And if you want to know the difference between AI bot, see, what if that AI starts glitching out because we change the way that we write our language, and what sticks out more? What starts sticking out more, and it starts doing this algorithmic play. See, it started fighting me because I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. If you talk to me on private messaging and you see capital letters come up every once in a while, I do mainly talk texting, but then my phone is installed with my lettering that goes up in capital letters, like outer space. You can get our pace out of it, right? Our pace. That's our speed, baby. We're up to now. We're up to now, aren't we? Yeah. Um, and so that's the way we would override the backdrop system, who lives in a loop-de-loop, doing what? The 1950s? And nobody can take care of each other because it's like this. It's like looping back in this orientation that, of course, the church suggested, that we should all get married and lock each other up and put your necktie on and run outside, and she's doing what, and the kid, well, anyway. And don't start drinking alcohol. That's long gone already. We should be banning all of these things already, especially neckties. Woo!